something that is called as pidgin language. Okay, remember when no, pidgin is a kind of language which is used to make friends with the people who know another language. Okay, suppose if I have to do business with Chinese people, I don't know Chinese language, or my Chinese partner does not know Hindi language. So what would we do? We would keep the grammar of our own native language. I mean, I will use grammar of Hindi, but the words would be Chinese, and he would keep on speaking Hindi words, but the grammar of that, the construction of that would be Chinese. So this is how it would go. Okay, and therefore it the language looks very weird, but still could be understood by the people. So this is called as pidgin language, and this poem is written in a pidgin language. So let's understand now. See, you can find there are two sections. If you have poem in your textbook, it is there also, and if you have this PDF, you could still have it with you. Okay, so look at that. There is one section here, and then there are stars, and then section is divided. So this is what is the address of the fortune teller towards that couple, and his what we can say appeal to the couple to come and listen to him. And here onwards his speech gets started. Okay, so dramatic monologue does have this two kind of divisions. One is somebody calls out the other characters, and then when other characters remain silent and the speaker speaks his mind. Okay, so this is how it is. Okay, it starts with, look at the speech of the fortune teller. Now what he says: fortune teller, ma'am sahib, tell fortune very well, past, present, future tell. One, only 1 rupees, all fortune telling fees. Fortune teller, ma'am sahib. So in a very what we can say rhythmic way, he is calling out a mem sahib. This mem sahib is original English. It is madam. Okay, so fortune teller, madam, and no, you could have observed many fortune teller who sit by the roadside and appeal the passers-by to come and listen to them. Okay, so this is how it is. It is not very difficult to understand. Fortune teller, mem sahib, tell fortune very well. Look at that, no, very well. He is praising himself, and then he further says, past, present, and future tell. I will tell you your past, also your present and future. Now only 1 rupees, all fortune telling fees. This is what the fees of telling. Fortune teller mem sahib. Now he tries and calls out the couple. Now here are dots, and then it is assumed that the couple has come to the fortune teller. Then he begins his speech. Okay, having the hand of sahib. Look at it, no, sahib. Sahib is sir. Hand of sahib in his hand, and looking at the palm, he has some predictions. So look at that, what he says about Sahib's hand now. Sahib's hand, 1 minute please. So he's asking for Sahib's hand. So that something that we know as palmistry. Okay, looking at the palm, analyzing the lines on the palms, and uh, predicting the future of the people. That is known as palmistry. This fortune teller is doing that now. He is looking at the palm of the Sahib and tries to guess or some kind of fortune for him. So Sahib's hand, 1 minute please. No like, no give me fees. If you do not like what I speak, please don't give me fees. Look at the guarantee of his product or service. Okay, in modern times we can say it is guarantee of product or service. If you don't like it, something that is known as, we will take it back. Okay, so look at it, no like, no give me fees, फक्त हात दाखवा. If you don't like that, please, I will not claim any money from you. Okay, now it is assumed that Saib has shown his hand. So what he says, look at it, Saib plenty money make. So Saib makes good money, good amount of money that the particular person makes. Half cunning people take. This is very usual. Okay, if somebody earns money, he or she usually have this feeling that there are some cunning people who are taking away his or her money. Okay, it's a very usual psychology, and therefore he has guessed that first one. Okay, so he says Saib plenty money make, half cunning people take, and then he says I see Saib married twice. Okay, Saib will get married twice. Remember, because the madam is a fair lady, okay, or rather we can say white lady, so she could digest it, no, the Saib marrying twice. Otherwise Indian lady cannot accept this. Okay, at any part of the India, कोणतीही लेडी, इंडियन लेडीला खास करून त्या काळात तर हे मान्यच नसतं झालं की साहेब मेरी टॉईस. ओके, सो मे बी शी इज द सेकंड वाईफ ऑफ दॅट साहेब. ओके, देअर फॉर ही हॅज द गट्स टू से दॅट नो साहेब मॅरी twice. Okay, and look at the description of the second wife of that particular person. What he says, the second member. Okay, and for, he is not talking about first wife, but he is talking about the second wife. So it is his general guess that the lady who is with that person must be the second wife, therefore he is praising her. Look at it, the second mem sahib nice. How is she nice? He says, so nice and pretty wife, keep Saib Dilkhush all life. She is very nice and pretty, and she would keep Saib Dilkhush. Dilkhush is happy. Okay, she would keep Saib happy for his life. And how she would keep happy? Again, look at the criterion on the basis of which he says that. Okay, he says she gives Saib children three. She would give birth to three children. Okay, and how are these three children? All beauty bright to see, all are fair, not black like Indian, huh? All are fair like that white lady, all beauty bright to see. First second boys, last girl. First and second would be boys, and the last one would be the girl. Like very pretty pearl. So it is like a pearl shining and white, and you know, he tries to make the mem sahib happy by praising not only the second wife but also the children that she would probably give to that sahib. Now he turns to sahib's character. Okay, what he says, sahib reading very much, he is studying. What is he studying? Religion books and such, and he studies religious book and other things. Okay, now look at this. Okay, sahib start to rise in west. Okay, had it been a British person or any white person, this line should not have been here. It must be an Indian man, and it was a fashion at that period of time to go and study in the west. Okay, that is in Europe or in the USA, and then there would be a lot of money or opportunities for that particular person. So he's, you know, if you can just create a word picture of whatever is going on in this poem, you can understand that this man must be an Indian man and not a white man, because he has married to a white woman, and then he studied religious book and such. And look at this line, Saib star to rise in west. No, had he been any kind of western person or white person, he already had that much fortune there. Okay, but now it was fashion among Indian people, if they have to rise with their stars, or they have to get any fortune, they would leave India and go and study in abroad, especially in the west. Okay, so therefore he says Saib star rise to rise west. And further he says, no understand the rest, I can find about Saib's fortune that much only. Further he says, I tell no more, no less. I do not tell anything fake. That is what he wanted to suggest here. Okay. He says, whatever I can understand, that only I must tell. I do not speak anything fake. Okay. Therefore, he says, no tell. I tell no more, no less. I do not tell anything more or less about the prediction. Further, he says, but what makes certain guess? But I only usually make guess, and he is admitting here that He does not have any kind of real knowledge of fortune telling or prophecy. Okay, he says that I make somewhat guesses on the basis of whatever experience he has. And then he says, further he says, okay, he is making guess about Sahib's lifetime now. He says Sahib's year now 44. He is guessing out Sahib's age, and that is now 44. Further he says, live certain 40 more. He is going to live now 40 more years. So total age of Sahib would be near about 84. Okay, 84 years that person is going to live. Look at the confidence of that fortune teller. He is telling all this to a white lady. Okay, further, no lie, Sahib, see this year. Okay, I am not telling you lie, Sahib. And he is addressing to the Sahib for the first time. The entire poem is addressed to that lady, and now he is addressing to Sahib. Sahib, see this here. That means, if imagine that that fortune teller has taken the palm of that particular Sahib in his hand. Now he must have some, must have seen some, he must have seen some lifeline on his palm, and now he's showing that line on the palm to Sahib, and he says, Sahib, see this here, this line show age quite clear. So this must be lifeline which shows the age, and what that age is now. He is now 44 and is going to live for 40 more years. So about 84 years that person is going to live. Okay, so all this also for the dialogue. Further, look at the conclusion of that dialogue now. He further says, I never telling lie. Okay, so look at that. No, somewhere he has just said, see, look at this. I tell no more, no less, and again he says, I never tell lie. Okay, so he tries to repeat one thing, that how honest he is to himself and with his customers. Okay, and then he tries to convince for the fees now. Look at that, what he says. What good do Sahib or I? Okay, whatever Sahib do, or whatever Sahib does for his life or living livelihood, similarly I do work for my livelihood. Okay, so it is my work, as Sahib has his own work at other thing. At the further now he says, no good, and why I should? Sahib's fortune very good. I get now plenty pies. Sahib's fortune very nice. So he says that, I would not tell you lie anything about Sahib, but really Sahib's fortune is very good. I get now plenty paise. Okay, I had already got good money, but I will not tell you lie for money only. Okay, look at that. He wants money now after finishing his speech, but he is trying to say that, if you oh, if you think that I am bluffing with Saib by praising him, so it is not that case. Okay, it is really nice, the fortune of Saib. Only the thing is that I am not bluffing. So he is trying to create confidence of this couple in himself, and then he asserts that I make now plenty paise. So I get good money. Okay, if you don't like whatever I have told, or you do not have any confidence in whatever I have told you, you can simply refrain to give money. And he further says, Sahib's fortune very nice, and he repeats the same thing, that yes, Sahib's fortune is very nice. So this is how the speech of the fortune teller is. Throughout this speech we have two